He's delivered a message of hope through experience, and he's sent the message that we can get back to work. That's what everybody wants. And I think it's just incredibly selfish of, older people or neurotic people who are timid and afraid and won't come out of their basements to consign children and young people to miss out on the most important parts of their lives, on schooling and on the prime of youth.
When you talk about people that are older people you think they're being, I'm sorry, I just want to clarify that they're being selfish or they're being afraid?
Yes, I do. I think that people in power who are insisting on keeping the economy shut down, insisting on keeping Americans just as frightened as they were 6 months ago of the coronavirus, which has receded as a threat, I think they are selfish. And I'm particularly pointing the finger, if you want to know, at the Democrats and at Joe Biden.
All right. It's an interesting point of view. Miranda Devine, love having you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Dana.
And the Democrats, they never forgave you in America who voted for Donald Trump. And now they want to make sure that nothing like that happens again. And they want to dissuade another populist, another true rebel from taking office or even running for office. This will
These are some pretty shameful comments here from Governor Whitmer.
Oh, come.
I mean, how we could take because how you can go from a moment of unity to attacking President Trump, I thought was just completely ridiculous. I mean, if we want to talk about hatred, then Governor Whitmer, go look in the mirror. I mean, the fact that she wakes up every day with such hatred in her heart towards President Trump. I mean, President Trump is the one out there condemning these radical groups, whether they be on the right or whether they be on the left. We saw it 2 weeks ago when he was in Atlanta introducing his Platinum Plan, his contract with Black America, where he labeled the KKK and Antifa both terrorist groups. We saw him do
State of this investigation into Hillary Clinton's emails at the State Department.
So, Dana, you'll remember I was close to this even when I was a member of Congress, when I served on the Benghazi Committee now, what seems like a little bit time ago. We've got the emails. We're getting them out. We're going to get all this information out so the American people can see it. You'll remember there was classified information on a private server. It should have never been there. Hillary Clinton should never have done that. It was unacceptable behavior. It's not the kind of thing that leaders do. They don't put that kind of information out, and you can see whether it's Russia or China or Iran or the North Koreans who want to get their hands on this kind of information. Classified information needs to stay in the right places. Secretary Clinton, when she was here at the State Department, did not do that.
The president has the authority to declassify anything he wants. All authority is to him. Could he declassify it and order it released if he wanted to and if he ordered?
Absolutely. We're going to get there. We're going to get this information out so the American people can see it.
If he were to order that, would there be concerns about maybe health and safety of sources or methods that could possibly be in these emails if there's classified information?
So, Dana, I've been at this a long time with President Trump for 4 years now almost. I've never seen him do anything that would put any kind of asset, any kind of one of our officers in any harm's way. He wouldn't do that. We'll get the information out that needs to get out, and we'll do it in a way that protects the intelligence sources that we need to protect.
And last question on that, will that happen before the election?
Doing it as fast as we can. I certainly think there'll be more to see before the election.
All right.
When was the president's last negative test prior to his diagnosis?
So we don't have that.
You don't know, or you don't want to say?
So we don't have that. I don't personally know.
Right. What does that mean? Have you asked, Brian? I think Wednesday you said you were going to look into that.
So, Hallie, the president doesn't check all of his HIPAA rights at the door just when he becomes president.
So it's a privacy thing then, the reason why you're not saying the last negative test? HIPAA?
So that is one reason. We've had numerous updates per day.
Nobody's answered this question that I know, have they?
Extremely transparent. But I'm not sure why you're very focused on that question, because it's not something. But it's not something that has the public health value.
Let me ask you this: did the president at least comply with the Cleveland Clinic debate requirements to be negative tested in the 72 hours prior to that debate? Was that
you are
was the
very
president in
focused on
compliance with
looking
that?
backwards? The president is very interested in getting back out on the campaign trail.
I'm very focused on getting an answer to this question, Brian, and I think a lot of people are. The 72-hour requirement to test negative. Did the president comply with that, yes or no?
Hallie, we are looking at how the president can get out there without transmitting the virus, and that's what we're going to do.
That is not the question that is in front of you, Brian. So do you not have an answer? I just want to be clear. I know. Again, yes or no, do you have an answer?
Hallie,
and if you don't, just say you don't have an answer.
You've got time to talk to the White House about very important issues.
And I mean, I can't think of a starker contrast of two candidates against each other than even while sick with COVID, the president's got boundless energy and is taking questions and being as transparent as possible on his positions. And the fact that we still don't have basic answers on policy from the Joe Biden campaign.
You talk about transparency. Will you tell the American people about positive and negative testing? Will you run down the track record for him over the last week or so and in the coming days, Alyssa?
So we'll be being forward-looking. We will give an update when the president tests negative and when he's cleared by his medical team to go back out in the public and interact with constituents. For medical reasons, we're not revealing specifics of his medical treatment prior, but we'll definitely let the public know when he's been cleared by his doctors.
Just to be clear, I am not a doctor, but is he negative now, can you say?
I don't have that information, but I'm happy to get you an update when I do.
Is it possible or not?
He's close to the period where he could be done shedding virus. I mean, listen, he has high energy. He is going. He's